I'm going to need y'all to stop using desperation as a way to ignore your common sense. I need y'all to stop doing that. Check. Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing a review of MTV CATFISH Season 8, Episode 72, Angel and Sharon. Yes, I had stated before the intro is that sometimes people use their desperation that they want to be so bad, they want to meet this person, they want to spend time with the person, just to have conversations. When you never FaceTime, you had never met, they giving them running around, they giving all the lies or stuff. Doing all that because you desperate to be with the person. That's what it is. It's desperation. It really is desperation. I'm gonna get tired of sitting here watching these episodes week after week after week. People saying this and that when you know clearly I should have cut the conversation off and just dead it and move on. Especially the ones who end up getting a relationship very quickly after this whole experience. It's like, so what was you doing all this time then? Wasting your time with this person when you could have get the person that you was with now or whatever it is somewhere else. Let's go. Just like I said, this review ain't gonna try to be long because at the end of the day, even though the episode did get a little like upped up when it got to meet the confrontation, but it still wasn't really a great episode. All right, so we got Angel. Angel lives in Texas, and she met this girl named Sharon online on Plenty of Fish, POF. That's a social media, that's a dating app. You know, Plenty of Fish. A lot of people use that website to catfish people. It's kind of like a catfish website. I don't know. It's not a catfish website, but a lot of people catfish would like to get on it and try and find people there. It's very hard to find the authenticity of a lot of these apps. Okay, whatever. So met up, they started talking, and after a while there was conversations. And from there, for a couple of weeks, they started saying "I love you" to each other. I said, "Okay, wow, why?" So they said, "I love you," everything. So apparently, this person lives in Texas, not too far from where she lives in. So they kind of like a couple hours or an hour away. So it was very close. I said, "Oh, like, why not to meet?" So they supposed to meet up. There's always excuses. Like one time they supposed to meet up, she said she broke her foot. Sending a picture of her fecal foot that don't even look like her color that she is. I said, "How you have two colorations? What's going on?" Like first of all, this girl is mocha chocolate brown, and then the foot was like freaking white chocolate. Like what is going on here? Like what's going on here? Right? And then they post a FaceTime, but you know her camera's broken. You know the classic catfish line. Camera's broken. I can't FaceTime. I said, okay, what we do? So that's that. So Angel went to Texas anyway to move. She moved down to Texas because she had to take care of grandparents. So that's all she basically was saying on the freaking email. So when me called Angel, she said, "Okay, yeah, you can come down to Texas and everything. What's up with all that stuff? Goodness." But she said it's more stuff I had to tell you in person that I did not tell you on the email. So it's best to tell you face to face. I said, "What the hell she got to tell y'all? Like, what is?" So they met up. And lo and behold, yeah, she said, met a little print of fish. They started talking, having conversations. And then after a while, because I think she told her, I think Adrian told Sharon she was writing the show. And I guess some from there, it just went kind of downhill because at one point she mentioned that how she was a stripper. She was a stripper. And she had two children. And apparently, she didn't tell Angie that she lived in the house with the husband. They did not get divorced yet, and they got two, and that's the father of her two children. I said, "Oh no, that's could have been dead right there. Even if she was lying or not, that could have been done right there. You still married, two children, and you still living with them, and you talking to me online, trying to cheat on your husband, and I could be put in the middle of this." Hell to the no. I would not become a nobody freaking unadvised side chick. That's not happening. So, so um, from there, I guess they was trying to talk a little bit, and then I think that's what she said. She was writing on the show and everything. That she said she got blocked. And she got blocked because she thought that Angel was a PO and that she had some warrants. And she can't talk to you. I said, damn, girl, you really down the out. So she got like drama on top of drama on top of drama. Broke her foot. And then the top of that, the pictures that she was sending this lady were 3 different pictures. Like 3 different females. And the angel was so blind and thought that it was the same lady. And I said, why you thought this was the same lady? Even you could clearly see the pictures. They were totally different. One was named Ella. Let's go right to it. One was named Ella. One was named Martina, was a Latina lady, and the third lady was not named, but it was a different lady. So she sent 3 different pictures. Right on top of that, the foot picture that Sharon sent Angel, the white chocolate foot, was actually found on Pinterest. So it was a random foot. So she said you 4 different pictures. That's not the lady. So who have you been talking to? But yet you want to pursue this and everything. Now, one thing she did mention that I did not like that she revealed this to this lady, because I said at one point we should not be telling people about a deeper trauma just to build a connection with someone. I know sometimes people mention that to the people you just meet, but sometimes you say that in face to face. But on the text messages and everything, you haven't meet the person, you haven't talked on the phone, whatever, FaceTime, stuff you gotta keep at surface level until you gotta start building that rapport and meeting up together. For stuff like that, when you shared this lady, I wouldn't even mention this to her. I would tell her I was going through some things, and I'm glad I'm talking to you and everything. And then she would exercise. I said, you know what? Let's talk a little bit more and see how it is. I'm trying to figure out if you're gonna be comfortable, because she mentioned that she was recovering from drug addiction, and at points when the conversation when it got left, she could relapse. And I said, you would never let the person have that much power for you to get to relapse to the point where you can relapse over someone you haven't really meet like that. And then you put your feelings too much in it, because y'all basically was trauma bonding. Because Sharon mentioned that she was also in recovery too. So y'all bond through trauma. And sometimes when you trauma bond, that's never a good thing. So I was like, okay, but at the same time, like, yes, that's a part of your life. And yes, I feel like you should share and you should not ashamed of it. But you got to be careful when you share that too. Because anybody could use that and really messed up your life. Really mess up your life to the point that you could get to that relapse stage. Like you said, you could point at sometimes talking to this lady and all that what you done is out the drain because you decided to trust someone with this thing you're going through. And I'm saying you can't share to everybody that you want to share with, but you have to be selective who you share this with. Because this is very sensitive and this is very like hurtful thing to exploit in the hands of the wrong person. So next, moving forward with Angel, if you ever watch this video, because I know sometimes some of y'all watch my videos, just be careful who you share this stuff to. I don't care. Y'all been talking on the phone for 5 years. If you're not met face to face, and it ain't no build up to something more than that, don't be sharing that. I don't care what it is. Let's keep surface level. We can keep surface level because at the end of the day, if you're not making no effort to meet me face to face and we can build this rapport and build something, I can have something with you, that I'm not sharing some things with you. And it's point blank period. No negotiations. Maybe that's me, but no, that's not happening. It's not. It's not. We can talk about dreams. We can talk about vacation. We can talk about destination points. We can talk about traveling. We can talk about future if you want kids. So all that stuff, all that stuff like that. But all that extra stuff that is really deep down inside that I need to work on, I need to heal, stuff like that. That is sensitive, and that needs to be taken care and that needs to be nurtured in the better hands. Keep that in you until you find someone who's worthy enough to get that information. That's my little rant. Because I'll say, I feel like I was getting upset because you said she knew that I was going to do it. She knew I was going to do it. Why did you do it? I said, because you put too much egg in that basket for her to be responsible for your well-being. When you need to be responsible for your own well-being and not be careless with this information to someone you haven't met. haven't met. And just because they went through something, you can like share those things, will not put too much emphasis for her to safeguard your trauma, so she could be held responsible to make sure you don't relapse. You got to worry about doing that your own self, especially with someone a stranger you don't know yet. That's on you. Okay, so be careful who you share that with. So they was doing all that. I told her all that, and she was doing this, and she's playing games and lying or something. I said, I think you should have just took it slow with this. Take it slow and be careful. And then when she showed you the 3 different pictures of different ladies, that didn't go in your head. But so she just tricked her mind, thinking that it was the same lady, and was making excuses that, oh, maybe because no, it was clearly different people. So after that, they checked the phone numbers. One of the phone numbers came up to Arkansas, and I said, okay, that's different. And then second number was a text app. So they checked Cash App, and it came up to Kia. And they checked the username. Now the username, they checked that on the Instagram, and it came up to kind of close to Lovely Key 49, but her username on Cash App was Lovely Key 499. So it was a bit stretch, but not something. So what I would say, you know what? When they told Angel all this stuff like they found, she got tears of anger. And I said, I understand why you'd be upset, but at the same time, I feel like you put too much into this and put too much faith into this lady you don't know. And she was giving this runaround. You should have just held back some things. Especially your biggest wound that you was going through that you someone hear from. Was she a drug addiction? It's like that. So they called Sharon. She said, hello, what's going on? And everything. And she was too calm and very relaxed. Sharon was very calm. She said, okay, let's talk to Angel. Because, usually catfish was like, they would hang up. They would try to give me one around. And she said, okay, yeah, we can talk about Angel. They said, okay. I said, I would love to meet Angel. I said, that's easy because before you was ducking and dodging. Now all of a sudden you're so easy to meet her. I said, all right, we can meet and everything. And she said, well, when we're trying to meet catfish, you was kind of blocking her. She said, yeah, we was going through some things and everything. It was a lot, but everything. Okay, you want to meet? I'm in Tulsa. So everybody say Tulsa. Now, my behind was thinking Tulsa, Mexico. I don't know if that's a city of Mexico. I don't know. If it's not, then that's a blonde moment. Whatever. I would think about Mexico. But it was Tulsa, Arkansas. No, Tulsa, Oklahoma. They went to Oklahoma. But when they got there, because I said, okay, got there. Because when she answered the phone, he said, it's Sharon. She said, yes. All right? When they got to Oklahoma, she said, oh, actually, I'm not in Tulsa. I'm actually in Arkansas. I said, girl. Girl, playing with me like that, I would have looked back and say, oh, well, we're not going. I'm not meeting you. Whatever. Bye. I don't got time for that. So they did a little road trip, me, her, and her house. Came out, and her name was Rukia. Kia. Her cash app is Rukia. So she came and she said, well, I know. And it was crazy because this part got a little interesting, and then it went flat. And they said, well, I told you everything when you say you would meet up with catfish. I told you everything. So I know I'll be here for it. She said, no. She said, so what's going on here? She said, yes. When they met up Plenty of Fish, Rukia used her real picture. But I guess Angel said it was kind of blurry, so she said send her more pictures. So when she said she sent her the pictures of the 3 ladies, more after her picture. So she did actually use her real picture. She just didn't use her real name and her location, which I don't understand because sometimes maybe she kept the location. I don't know why you would allow her to cut the location. But the name sometimes on social media, you shouldn't really use your real name. You should use a logo or tag name, whatever it is. Because then when you start meeting people, then you start sharing all that stuff like that. But so the name is not really a big deal until she start creating another persona and starting along with the lie. That's what started creating the issue. So it was not the real name. So she didn't believe her. No, so not the name. And so her name was Shaman. She could be a lie because we said, well, when we say your name is Shaman, you went on with it. And she said, no, because I said, if you use your real name before or whatever, you told her real name, whatever it is, if she didn't believe you, then you went on with the Shaman, then you kept on a lie with the Shaman thing. Now, it was a lot going back and forth, because they would say, I told you this and you knew that and this is that and yada yada. She said, you know what? You not being real. You not being real. You lying to you. I don't got time for that. You lying. I don't got time for you. And she walked away. I said, girl, what you mad for? Okay. So they calmed down, came back, and they were going back and forth. And she said, you know I was going to do that. I said, well, yeah. Basically, she said she had 2 children, and she lives in Arkansas. She never been married, and she was a stripper. She was a stripper, and she was a stripper now, but she was, and she don't have a drug addiction and everything. So that thing kind of blew up between those things, because she said, "Why you lie? Say you got to do this, and know I was going to do this, and this is that back and forth." I said, "That's why I say, Angel, you should be safeguarding what you shared information to people." Okay, so they blew up. So they had to table that and went down the next day and think about it. Next day, Sharon, Kia apologized. She said, I apologize, yada, 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 about this thing. She saw her backstory. She'd been in abusive relationships and everything, and she created that Lorenzo, even though the name wasn't Lorenzo, but she used the name Lorenzo. And it was going to last. She said her use of Lorenzo was a way to not to keep things going or not to go further, whatever it was. And that's it. But Kia definitely really wanted the relationship and really wanted more. And Angel said, you know what, we're going to be friends. She said, you know what, I'm going to let you tell the truth. I don't like that friend zone. I don't like that friend zone because I need you to trust me and everything. And I don't know how you're going to go trust me. So I need to know something because I ain't going to be waiting around long for you. I said, girl, Kia, calm down. Okay. So she's like, give us some time. And that's that. Now, my DVR on there was show the 2 month follow up. If they did show a 2 month follow up, y'all put that in the comment section below and tell me what the 2 month follow up was. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I feel like with Kia needs to stop lying and everything and just going on with that. Because she did also mention that, I FaceTime you. And she said, oh, well, it was FaceTime, but it was too dark. Basically, you didn't need so dark. You was dark in the background, so she couldn't really see you. Okay, so the only reason make it seem like you was doing all the honesty. Okay, you kept lying and kept the lying going. Okay, and so that was that. But that was Catfish. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Tell me how y'all feel about this episode. I gave you the best as I can because at the end of the day, it wasn't a flat episode, but it got a little interesting parts. But at the end of the day, like I say, Angel, so safeguard who you share information with. And Kia, if you say it's going to be real a little bit, even though you didn't use your real name, if you use your real picture, kept going with that. Why you had to lie and move forward and move on with the lie? Like, stop doing all that. That was not necessary and everything. But don't get upset when a person don't want to go along with your angle, your rules, or your regulations. You kept going, and you should lie, and you should not do that. So, because you might not get another calm person or whatever. You might get a certain worse situation. All right? That's what I have to say. So I'll talk to you later. Peace.